Okay, let us start our session. We'll start with a concept. In the center mass, you should first know this concept. Moment of the force. Okay. Now, let us say this is a rod, and this is one part of the rod, and here there is some mass is there. Alright, or I will say some force is there here. Some force is acting like this. Alright, let us say this distance is some x. Now this point, let us call it as A. So this force is creating a moment about this point. Okay, moment is defined as, you can write it as m, force into perpendicular distance. Force into perpendicular distance. This symbol means perpendicular distance. Now what is this moment trying to do? So this force is this moment, it is trying to, इसको मैं अगर मैं rod बोलूँगा, it is trying to rotate this rod about this point. It is trying to rotate that rod about this point. Okay. So what does the moment of a force do? It creates a tendency to rotate. It creates a tendency to rotate. Now this force, observe this force. This can be a static force. Okay. मतलब ये फोर्स यहीं अप्लाई हो रहा है, हमेशा वहीं अप्लाई हो रहा है. फोर्स नहीं मूव हो रहा है. Force is not moving. Okay. Such type of force is static force. It is there only all the time. साल के किसी भी टाइम में आओगे वो फोर्स वहीं मिलेगा आपको. So this force is a static force. What is this force about this point trying to do? It is creating a moment. So what is the sense here? Sense मतलब कैसे कर रहा है? ये फोर्स इसको ऐसे रोटेट करने की कोशिश कर रहा है. It is trying to rotate like this. What is the sense here? The sense is, आपका जो वॉच होता है, it rotates like this. What is this? Clockwise. Isn't it? So here the sense is clockwise. Okay? Understand this point. Suppose इसी situation में, let us say another situation. If the point was here and the force was like this, say some x2 distance, इसको हम y बोलेंगे. x and y can be different things, you know. यहाँ पे 1 सेंटीमीटर हो सकता है, यहाँ पे 2 सेंटीमीटर हो सकता है. तो यहाँ क्या हो रहा है? Is force creating a moment about this point? The force is creating a moment about that point. Okay. What is the moment here? Here also is f into perpendicular distance only. What is the perpendicular distance between this point and this point? Y. अब बोलोगे हम लोग why we are taking perpendicular distance? Because if the force is acting on this point, this force is acting along this line, isn't it? This is called line of force. I can take any distance. There are infinite possible distances, you know. But the definition is such that between the force and the point, whatever is the minimum distance, that we have to consider. So the minimum distance is the perpendicular. ऐसे imagine करो, there is a point here और ये line है, तो यहाँ पे बहुत सारे you are getting distances. Which is the minimum distance? The perpendicular distance. That is why perpendicular distance is mentioned in the definition. Because we have to finally solve our question. कोई ये line, कोई ये पकड़ेगा तो कोई ये पकड़ेगा. ऐसे तो we cannot do. Okay. So moment is equal to force into distance. So here also it is force into y. Okay. This much we are clear. But here what is the sense? Sense कैसे है? About this point it is trying to rotate like this. ये clockwise हुआ तो ये हो जाएगा anti-clockwise. This is anti-clockwise. We will write it as anti-clockwise. ACW and CW, short form. CW, ACW. सो तो ये मोमेंट और ये मोमेंट इज ए वेक्टर, ठीक है। यहां पर दिस इज द मैग्नीट्यूड, बट मोमेंट मैग्नीट्यूड यू गॉट, बट व्हाट अबाउट डायरेक्शन? इफ यू कॉल एंटी क्लॉकवाइज एज पॉजिटिव, our sign convention, you have to call this as negative. You will say anti-clock moment is positive, then clockwise moment is negative, ठीक है। यहां मैं बोलना चाहता हूं क्योंकि एक को पॉजिटिव इसलिए बोल रहे हैं क्योंकि दोनों एक नहीं है, डायरेक्शन डिफरेंस है। So usually anti-clockwise will take it as positive and clockwise as negative. So about moment, about any point you are calculating, you should know what is the sense also. What is the sense also? Okay, na? Just take a screenshot and note on this point. So this is moment of a force. What will be the unit here? Force, Newton. Why? What is y? Y is the distance. So it is meter. Newton, meter. Isn't it? Okay. A simple example. Suppose I take a point here, I apply a force here, I apply a force here, I apply another force here. Let us say this is 20, this is 10 and this is 40. Let us say this is 1 meter, this is 2 meter and this gap is 0.5 meter. ठीक है, ध्यान से देखो. If I am calculating moment about A, moment about A, सिंपल भाषा में बोलने की कोशिश कर रहा हूं. तो यहां पे कितने फोर्स हैं? 1 2 3. I am calculating moment about A. Moment about A means there are 3 forces here. 1 2 3. So I am getting 3 forces now. So the total moment at A will be the algebraic sum of m1 plus m2 plus m3. m1 plus m2 plus m3 is the algebraic sum of all three moments about A. अगर यहाँ पे 5 होते तो मुझे 5 लेना पड़ता, अगर 10 होते तो मुझे 10 लेना पड़ता. Okay, so understand this concept. So here you see I will call this 20 force, I will write it as a suffix now so that you are able to differentiate. So m20, m10 and m40, ठीक है, 3 हैं. तो मुझे m20, m10, m40 को निकालना पड़ेगा. I have to find out and I have to add. But while adding, I have to consider the direction also. It is not simply adding; it is considering the direction and adding. So let us find out m20. 20 का क्या मतलब है? I am considering force 20. Okay, just for identification. m20. About which point I am taking? About A point I am taking. So 20 into what is the distance given in the question? 2 meter. So it is 20 into 2. ठीक है. सेंस कैसा है? This force is trying to rotate like this, isn't it? यहाँ पे एक रॉड को इमेजिन करो. देखिए यहाँ पे बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट ये है, there can be a rod here, there may not be a rod here. It can be a null place, but this force is trying to rotate about this point. क्या ये force यहाँ से भाग रहा है? No, it is there only. It is not running away anywhere. But it is trying to create a rotation about this point. And what is the sense here? This is like this, clockwise or anti-clockwise? It is clockwise. Always remember your clock. The clock rotates in this direction. Unless otherwise you discover a clock which rotates in anti-clockwise direction. Okay? So this is my clock. क्योंकि direction is very important. Direction also is very important. So this is the clock. So this is the clockwise. So this is anti-clockwise. So anti-clockwise हमने क्या बोला था? Positive. Put a positive here. So it is 40 Newton meter. ठीक है? Now calculate m10. m10 किधर है? इधर है. m10 force is 10. 10 into which distance? This distance you have to put. 10 into 0.5. Okay, what is the sense? This is also anti-clockwise. You don't have to draw this line. Only for understanding I'm telling you. You have to imagine. This force is trying to rotate like this. Again I'm saying this force is not running away anywhere. It is there only. But it is trying to create a rotational impact. So 10 into 0.5. Okay? Anti-clockwise, positive ion, 5 Newton. Now talk about M40. Which force? This force. Alright? And what is the distance? This. So 40 into distance about which point? This point. 40 into 1. क्या कर रहा है? ऐसे रोटेट कर रहा है. It is trying to rotate like this. ये क्या है? Clockwise. So it is clockwise is minus. Clockwise is minus. So it will be minus 40 Newton meter. ठीक है? minus 40 Newton meter. तीनों को ऐड करो क्या मिलेगा? टोटल मोमेंट अबाउट ए. टोटल मोमेंट अबाउट ए कितना आ रहा है? 45 minus 40. You are getting 5 Newton meter. So there is a net rotational effect because of all these forces. Now this is called system of forces. This whole thing is a system. This is a system. When you consider a single force, you call it an isolated system. When you consider 100 forces or 2 forces even, it is a system of forces. Know the difference between force and system of forces. Alright? So what is the net moment about A you got? It is 5 Newton meter. Okay? यहाँ पर I want to tell you something. Suppose ये 0 आ गया होता. ये 0 आ गया होता, then the whole system is in equilibrium. The whole system is in equilibrium. Okay? तो equilibrium का condition क्या है? Equilibrium का condition क्या है? Net moment about any point is equal to 0 is the equilibrium condition. तो पहले हमने क्या सीखा था? Net force is equal to 0. याद है? Sigma fx is equal to 0, sigma fy is equal to 0 लगाया. While we were doing Newton laws of motion and all that, we were using these two conditions, isn't it? So there is another condition. तो वो condition किसमें से आ रहा है? Rotation में से आ रहा है, मतलब moment. ठीक है? अब यहाँ पर एक ये डस्टर है मान लो, इसके two sides are there. Here I am putting one force. And here also I am putting the same force. They are trying to rotate about the center point. This force, if you see from that side, it is trying to rotate like this. This force trying to rotate like this. Both are equal. What will happen? The duster won't move. It will stay there only. So it is in equilibrium. So this is another condition you can apply, that sigma m about some point O is equal to 0. ये भी एक equilibrium का condition है. This is also a condition for equilibrium. Okay, it's a very important concept. Okay, so make a note of all these points. Now let us return back to our center of mass discussions. Center of mass में mass है, no? So let us now talk about particles now. Let us first define what is a particle. Particle मतलब बहुत छोटा सा एक something very small which has some mass. Something very small which has got a mass. Electron is a particle. Definitely electron is a particle. You know, very small thing. This chalk is a particle. Okay, so particle means very small thing which has got some mass. Yeah, this is the only definition. In that situation, aeroplane is there. Aeroplane is a particle. You will say aeroplane is a body. Okay, we will discuss about what is a rigid body and all that later on. But we will talk about rotation and all that. So aeroplane is a body. Now consider this situation. This is, let us say, some Hyderabad, and this is Delhi. My geographical knowledge is very poor. I don't know the distance between these two. I am assuming that, let us say, they are some 1000 kilometers. अभी गूगल निकाल करके सर ये 1000 नहीं है सर, ये 912.5 कुछ है, ये सब नहीं. वी आर नॉट बॉदर्ड अबाउट व्हाट इज द डिस्टेंस बिटवीन दीस टू पॉइंट्स. यहाँ से मेरा फ्लाइट उड़ा. फ्लाइट कैसे होगा? समथिंग लाइक दिस. ऐसा कुछ होता है. यू गॉट टू बी गुड आर्टिस्ट टू ड्रॉ दिस ब्यूटीफुली. तो कितना होता है लेंथ? एरोप्लेन का कितना होता है? 40 मीटर्स, 40-60 फीट. कितना होता है? 60-70 फीट. इफ यू टॉक अबाउट इन फीट, फीट मतलब अगर मीटर में कन्वर्ट करोगे कितना आता है? 20-30 meters or 40 meters, let us say 40 meter. Okay, although even that is also a mind fluke, I'm assuming. This is 40 meters, let us say 40 meter. This is 1000 kilometer. When you consider this much distance, what is 40 meter? It is nothing, it is negligible. Okay, in this situation you can say aeroplane is a particle. So when we talk about particle as a concept, particle means when you refer it with something very big, it must be very small. Even though aeroplane, when you sit inside, is a very big thing. But when you talk about distance, this is 1000 kilometers and this is just 40-50 meters. So in this situation, I can say aeroplane as a particle is flying from this place to this place. Okay? So this is another way of interpretation. But usually particle means something which has got, which is small and which has got a mass. Now, let us say we will denote this by, I will draw a small gola like this. I will call this has got some mass. Alright? So, this is a single particle. Okay? You take the example of a car. You take the example of a car. Now, car is made up of hundreds and thousands and billions of particles, isn't it? Hundreds and thousands and billions of particles, millions, trillions particles. So, ये क्या है? This is system of particles. This is system of particles. Particle में और system of particle में difference क्या है, समझ में आ गया आप लोगों को? Particle and system of particles. So, what are we interested? Suppose this car is there. We are interested in finding out the center of mass of this car. So what we are trying to do? We are trying to find the center of mass of system of particles. अगर individual particle लूंगा तो किधर होगा? इसके center पे होगा. बराबर? This is a circular thing. कहाँ होगा? उसके center में होगा. But when we talk, अगर इसके पास में मैं एक और mass को लगा दूँ, mind you, this can be m1, this can be m2. They need not be same. They can be different also. Mass is always positive. Mass is not negative. Mass is not a complex number. Mass is a real number. Okay? Real positive number. Alright? Unless otherwise you are talking about black holes and all that. Nah? So mass is always positive. And these two masses here represent a system which has got two masses. Can I have 3? Yes, you can have 3. Can I have 4? You can have 4. Okay? So first understand the difference between the particle and system of particles. So we want to find out the center of mass of system of particles. Individually, it will be in the center. But when you talk about system, it is, we have to know a formula. कैसे निकालेंगे? It looks something similar like a centroid formula. Okay? It looks something similar to your centroid formula. X bar is equal to m1 x1 plus m2 x2 plus so on divided by m1 plus m2 plus so on. So on means up to n, up to infinity. How many number of masses you are considering? You are considering 2, you have to write m1, m2 only. You are considering 3, you have to write m1, m2, m3. You are considering 4, like that. This is the x coordinate. Similarly, y coordinate will be m1, y1 plus m2, y2 plus so on divided by m1 plus m2. क्या मास में z आएगा? आएगा. मास इज अ सॉलिड काइंड ऑफ अ थिंग. अगर आप सिलेंडर ले लोगे तो उसका z भी होगा. So if you want to write in terms of z also, it will be m1 z1 plus m2 z2 so on divided by m1 plus m2. ठीक है? So these three equations you are supposed to know. कभी-कभी क्वेश्चन में क्या होता है, they talk about density. Remember, you should know this expression. Mass is equal to what? Sorry, density is equal to what? Mass by volume. Density को हम लोग रो, ग्रीक सिंबल रो से दिखाते हैं. This is equal to mass divided by volume. Sometimes in the question they talk about density. So can we obtain mass from this? Yes. Rho multiplied by volume gives you mass. Rho multiplied by volume gives you mass. So you should know these three expressions. Remember these expressions. थोड़ा सा little concept we'll see. Okay. Just write down. I'm removing it. क्या देखिए ये in that equation x1 x2 again like our area calculation you need to calculate from a reference line from some origin. You need to assume some origin. Let us say this is my origin. There is some object is there, a random shape. ठीक है? So what are we trying to find out? इसका center of mass निकाल रहे हैं. We are trying. इसका center of mass इधर ही हो, कोई गारंटी नहीं. इधर हो सकता है, इधर हो सकता है, इधर भी हो सकता है. तो we are finding out that x bar. This is my x bar and then this is my y bar. ये निकालना है. अभी ध्यान से सुनिए. ये बड़े mass, this big mass, can I break it into small pieces like this? Small pieces. m1, m2, m3, m4, right? So on. So can I say अगर इन सबको मैं जोड़ दूं up to mn, what will I get? Will I not get the total mass? ये डस्टर है, ये डस्टर के मैंने दो टुकड़े कर दिए, उसको जोड़ दिया कोई मैजिक करके, मेरे को क्या मिलेगा? डस्टर ही मिलेगा. अगर ये डस्टर 50 ग्राम है, इसके दो टुकड़े किए इक्वल, तो 25 ग्राम 25 तीन टुकड़े किए, जोड़ दिया, पूरा मास आएगा. 4 किए, जोड़ दिए, पूरा मास आएगा. तो यहाँ पर 8 टुकड़े कर दिए, जोड़ दिए, get the total mass. Alright? So this is what it is. Now let us say this is my m1 mass, this is my m2 mass. इसका कुछ तो अपना CG होगा, अपना center of mass होगा. वो कहाँ होगा? It will be here. What is the distance from our 0 0? Let us say x2. m1, will it have its own center of mass? Like I told you, single particle in the center, it will have some center of mass. It is located at some distance x1. This is my x1. Agree? Similarly, m3 will be x3, m4 will be x4, so on and so forth. So यहाँ पर मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ? अभी हमने मोमेंट का कॉन्सेप्ट सीखा. अगर मैं मोमेंट बोल रहा हूँ, मोमेंट ऑफ ए फोर्स, तो अगर ये मास है, तो मास की वजह से इसका कुछ वेट भी होगा. मास इज नॉट ए फोर्स, बट इफ यू मल्टीप्लाई दिस विद g, it converts into a force, isn't it? So can I write it as, if I want to find out the moment of all these masses, because g is common, so moment of all these masses about this force, about this origin, what will I get? You see here, you will get we will call this point as some A point. Okay, so we will find out MA. All right, so MA is equal to, can I write it as m1 x1, right? m1 x1 मास वही. अगर मैं फोर्स के तौर पे कंसीडर करूं तो मुझे यहाँ पे g भी लेना पड़ेगा. I will have to consider g also, then it converts into a force. Okay, let us say m1g into x1. Okay, similarly here m2 into x2. Okay, I will say m2g into x2, जिसको मैं फोर्स बोल रहा हूँ. ठीक है, similarly m3g into x3, so on. ठीक है, so ये जो पूरा चीज है, if I am considering individual masses, all right, what will I get? I will get m1g into x1, m2g into x2, m3g into x1, so on and so forth. Moment about this point. अभी मान के चलो कि what was the definition of center of mass? What was the definition of center of mass? That whole mass is located at a point, and that point, let us say this point, is the point where whole mass is concentrated. तो अगर मैं इस पूरे मास को अगर मैं एक पॉइंट मास से रिप्लेस कर दूं, I have replaced this whole big mass with a small point mass whose mass is capital M. Let us say, then how to find out MA? Another way of finding out MA is, हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं? Moment about A. Moment about A हम लोग निकाल रहे हैं. तो क्या आएगा? This is M into x bar. अच्छा यहाँ पे ध्यान यहाँ पर क्या है? X भी है और Y भी है. Okay? So when we are trying moment about A, okay? So देखो पहले वाले एग्जांपल में we have that was one dimensional. You remember that rod explanation what I have given you? Okay? This is one dimension. यहाँ पे फोर्स लगा के डिस्टेंस डालते हैं तो अगर इसको x बोलोगे तो ये x है, अगर इसको y बोलोगे तो ये y है. लेकिन यहाँ क्या हो रहा है? This is two dimensional. This is two dimensional. So when I will say moment about A point about x-axis. About x-axis. Okay? See, this is the perpendicular distance. Okay? Sorry, about y-axis, not about y-axis. एक बार पॉइंट बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, मैं क्लियर कर दूं. अगर मैं y को रेफरेंस लूं, ओके, मोमेंट अबाउट y एक्सिस, वहां पे क्या था? यहां पे एक पॉइंट था, यहां पे क्या है? एक लाइन है. मोमेंट अबाउट y एक्सिस, आई हैव टू टेक फ्रॉम दिस पॉइंट टू दिस y एक्सिस. व्हाट इज द डिस्टेंस? व्हाट इज द डिस्टेंस? x2, x1. तो जब हम ये पॉइंट समझिए, जब यू राइट अबाउट मोमेंट अबाउट y एक्सिस, आपके कैलकुलेशन में सब x आएगा. ओके ओके, अंडरस्टैंड दिस. Many times we are confused. We are calculating moment about y axis. You have to take all the x distances because this is the perpendicular distance between the axis and the point. Okay, so this will become, so this is total mass. We have done in two steps. पहला step में क्या था? We have broken down this into all small masses and individually we calculated. This is individual calculation. This is considering the total mass. We have replaced this with a single point whose mass is m. Okay, and we are calculating moment about y axis. Okay, so here what we get? M into x. ये दोनों तो सेम है. So can I equate these two? I get mx is equal to m1 x1 plus m2 x2 plus so on. So what is x bar? It is m1 x1 plus m2 x2 so on divided by capital M. What is that? Is it not m1 plus m2 plus so on? Okay? तो अगर मैं मोमेंट अबाउट y एक्सिस लेता हूं, मेरा x बार आ गया. अगर मैं मोमेंट अबाउट x एक्सिस लेता हूं, पूरा कैलकुलेशन वैसे ही रहेगा. क्या करना पड़ेगा? इस बार मैं मोमेंट अबाउट x एक्सिस ले रहा हूं. ये मेरा x है, ये मेरा y है. ठीक है, मोमेंट अबाउट x एक्सिस लूंगा तो ये मेरा y1 हो जाएगा. दिस इज m2, so this is y2, this is y1, this is y3, because between this point and this point this is the perpendicular distance. So how will this change? Here moment about a, क्योंकि यहाँ पे दो है, इसको हम लोग लिखेंगे m-a-y suffix. Moment about y axis. Okay, m-a-y. Here we will write m-a-x suffix. All right, it is equal to यहाँ पर m1 y1 plus m2 y2 plus so on. All right, again we can write this as a point object. See, this was my x bar and this is my x bar and this is my y bar. Okay, this can also be written as max is equal to how much? M into y bar. एक ही चीज को दो तरह से लिखा है, इन दोनों को इक्वेट करोगे तुम्हारा दूसरा इक्वेशन आ जाएगा। y bar is equal to m1 y1 plus m2 y2 divided by capital M, which is m1 plus m2 plus. So understood how that formula has come? It has come from by applying the concept of moment of force. यहाँ पे देखो दोनों जगह पे कुछ g आएगा। यहाँ पे मैंने g को, यहाँ पे मैंने g लिया, तो अगर मैं इसमें लिखूंगा मुझे भी यहाँ पे g लेना पड़ेगा, तो both sides g will cancel. Okay, both sides g will cancel. Mass is not force, but if you consider both sides g will come. That is why I have not written g anywhere here. g is इसको और इसको इक्वेट करेंगे, यहाँ पे g कॉमन आएगा, they will get cancelled. So what is the equation now? X bar is equal to m1 x1 plus m2 x2 so on. So in terms of sigma you can write sigma I is equal to 1 to n mi xi divided by sigma mi I is equal to 1 to n. And what is y bar? Sigma means what? Adding m1 x1 plus m2 x2 plus so on. And what is y? mj yj divided by mj. J is equal to 1 to n. This is a mathematical way of writing. ये important नहीं है, important ये है, उसको इस फॉर्मेट में याद रखो, ठीक है? This is the condensed form. Alright, so we will see some of your points in the next class. Take a screenshot and write all these points. Okay, take care then, see you, bye.